Here we go.
Aloha, this is Lucy, and welcome to Lucy's Paradise Podcast. We have Anderson Byrne. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you, and I'll take that from you.
All right. So you're looking at a 10-year Hawaii resident. I've jumped off a 90-foot cliff. I've swam with a 12-foot tiger shark out here. You name it, I've done it. I'm super excited to be here today because Lucy's killing it in the podcast game, and I love anybody who's killing it and taking passion in what they do and the competency, the setup. This is the most beautiful college I've ever seen in my entire life.
Isn't it crazy?
What's the name of this place?
This is Windward Community College.
Windward Community College. I might even leave here signing up for next
Yeah, you should, dude. No, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
This is like a hidden gem. If I knew how pretty this school was, I would have went here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't even know it existed.
That's funny. We just got control of their whole studio setup and somehow. So wow, yeah. That's God if I've ever seen it. Right?
Definitely. So tell me about where you grew up originally before you came to Hawaii and what brought you out here.
Yeah. So Anderson Jeremiah, that name is from the Bible. I come from Amish country, and I was cliff jumping off the bridges there into the rivers, and now I'm out here cliff jumping with the Hawaiians off Laie Point, and it's surreal,
Are you really are you Christian or?
Yeah, I would say I'm Christian.
Oh, okay. Cool. And that's why I love Matthias's name, because it's from the Bible too. I love Bible names. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I believe in God. It's kind of hard to read the Bible because there's some incest and some weird stories in it. So I kind of get off of it sometimes, not to hate on it.
Yeah.
In any way, shape, or form. But yeah, I haven't read the Bible a lot, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's all good. We don't have to talk about Bible stuff. But what actual state are you from?
Ohio.
Okay. Because you didn't actually say the state, so I was like, what do you rep in? Okay. So Ohio, and then what made you you were traveling, or what got you to Hawaii originally?
So I was studying tourism. No. I was studying tourism in college, and I wasn't learning anything at Bowling Green State University because there's no tourism outside of Cedar Point, which is a roller coaster park over there on the top there in Lake Erie. But my professor in college told me these wondrous stories about this land called Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
I had to see what it was about. And for once, the stories lived up to the hype.
So you're inspired, and then you just came out here and visited, and then just stayed?
On an internship, exactly.
Oh, internship.
I blinked and 10 years have gone by.
Oh, shit. What do you do out here?
So
besides cliff jumping and being adventurous.
So God's actually given me the ability to kind of do what I want right now. I'm making prank videos, just trying to make people laugh right now.
Oh, okay. Is that what you've done the whole 10 years, or you just started that?
So no, I climbed the tourism corporate ladder actually, and have been blessed to get assets beyond my wildest dreams over the last few years.
Good. So now you can kind of delve into the creative world a little bit.
Get out of the rat race and just, kind of look and see what I truly love and what I can bring value to people now. Yeah.
That's awesome. So what is your goal with that? Do you have any goals with that? Or are you posting stuff on YouTube too, or is it just Instagram?
So nobody's watching my YouTube, so it's really just Instagram right now.
Okay.
It seems like whenever I have a goal, I never accomplish it. So right now I'm just kind of letting whatever God has in store for me happen as it goes.
Yeah. You should what's it called? Collaborate with some comedians out here and see if they'd want to be involved in some way. Actually, I'm interviewing a comedian after this, Kanoa, and they just did a comedy show at KawaiiCon. I didn't even realize they were doing one that big. I would have went. But yeah, they posted about it, and I was like, dude, that's sick. But they know so many people in the community, so they already have their own fan bases. So If you got them in a video, a collaboration is kind of a key thing,
It's everything.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. It can be. It definitely helps because, even, I don't know if you saw the video with my friend who's a Pokemon YouTuber.
Oh yeah, I did.
But
yeah,
I got over 100 new subscribers from that one video, and I knew he was big in the YouTube Pokemon world, but it didn't occur to me oh yeah, that's that wasn't the reason I had him on or anything. He's like my friend, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, we could talk about this thing that we both love, which is Pokemon, for like an hour, you know? It'd be great. But yeah, I was like, holy shit. Like I had like a whole 100 new subscribers just from being able to post because everyone was his fans and they wanted to watch him.
Yeah.
And then I guess they're like, oh, okay, like these videos are all right. Like, I guess I'll subscribe. And I was like, dude, fuck yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot,
That's
you know?
Impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hungry Hawaiian actually reposted one of my videos that I did the other day. And I saw 16,000 views like that.
Oh, good.
So yeah, I finally just came across that idea now.
So I watched that video. Are you worried about like making fun of the Hawaiian culture at all? Or you just kind of hope that everybody like kind of has a sense of humor? And,
great question.
You know,
I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't a white person. What I did, I took a mic out of somebody's hand in the middle of a festival, and I did a funny Hawaiian chant. You know, the venue was kind of dead, right? They weren't even paying attention. I injected some life into that thing.
Yeah.
But it was a white guy. He's talking about West Maui, where I currently live, right? A resident of the last 4 years. But it was super funny. He even thanked me, and the Japanese ladies absolutely loved it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I was like, I don't know.
But yeah, no, like a lot of young people actually got pissed off and like, oh, that wasn't funny, or like, oh, that would have been funny when I was 8. But the local people that were pissed, like these people, like they aren't even hardly Hawaiian. These are like Filipino people, like that were honestly pissed about it. Like, you know, quite frankly, like they're just mad for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty harmless, I would say.
Yeah.
You know. But do you have any like other ideas for some videos that you're working on, or like how does that creative process come about? Like, do you guys like sit down and like come up with it, or does it just kind of hit you in the moment?
So I've honestly been stealing my ideas off videos that are already viral, but I just got a monkey suit in. I've been waiting 30 days from China for it.
Oh my God, that's gonna be good.
Fake cash, and I'm gonna like, I don't know, do a bunch of funny things with that are gonna be original, I hope.
Oh, okay. That could be good.
Yeah.
I could see that being good.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm like trying to think of like ideas now.
Yeah, if you got one, I'll do it.
You got some wheels turning. Yeah, I'm always down to do just whatever in terms of content creation. Like
really?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like actually that's been really hard. Is that like unless it has anything to do with podcasting, like I don't care or want to do anything. Like I don't like to go out. That's why you were like inviting me to go out or something. And I'm like, if it has nothing to do with podcasting, like I'm probably not going to go.
Yeah.
Or like I'm probably not going to do it. So like unless it's like me going on somebody else's podcast, or like somebody collaborating with me to work on something in the future, or like one of my buddies, we're supposed to do a photo shoot or whatever, like for my podcast. Like unless it has something to do with it, that's like the only stuff that I do.
That's great.
So,
and I love that concentration, that appreciation that you put into this.
It's like an obsession. I don't know if it's healthy, to be honest.
And no, it is. You're going to kill it. No, it's probably not. But it's that.
It's probably not.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, but if you watch Mr. Beast videos, like he's obsessed too. And I've had friends in the past that had YouTube videos, and I never really got into it. And like, at least now that I'm in it, like, I am genuinely obsessed with what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? It's not like I just did it because everybody else was doing it at the time, you know, because I had friends that were like, I was in a lot of their YouTube videos, but like I was just hanging out with them. I wasn't really trying to be in the video. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, cool. That's cool. You daily vlog every day. Like, I'm still going to hang out with my friend. Like, let's go do so. But it was kind of cool because they're like, oh, what should we do today? And then we can like, they're like, oh yeah, that's perfect for my video. And I'm like, dude, I just want to go ice skating. Like, I don't care about your fucking video, you know?
Yeah.
But
totally.
It's so weird now that I'm like in it now, and I'm like, oh my God, I get it now.
Yeah.
Do you feel like obsessed a little bit with the videos?
You know, I'm trying not to obsess over anything, as like, you know, one time I literally almost died cliff jumping for a video. And
out here?
I obsess over everything too. I get that tunnel vision, and I just gotta absolutely get it done. Like I'm a badger, just bite, scratch, and kicking to get it done, whatever it is too.
Yeah.
So I'm really, I mean, I did send it, like that video with the mic grab. There was 16 Tongan security guards that were ready to just fuck shit up, right?
You should have just been like dancing around. You should have just acted crazy, you know? and kept the mic and just wait until they stopped you instead of just leaving.
Because that guy was coming in hot. If you could see the video, I got out of there at the right time, and I didn't want to drop past the line of offensiveness because
yeah, that makes sense.
The people that truly know
a little
me,
bit of respect there.
Oh my gosh, the people that truly know me, I'll give the shirt off my back for them. I let anybody come visit me, even if I even remotely like you, and so the people that know me know I'm more respectful than anybody. I'm willing to save somebody's life that I don't even know, in the water.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll send it, but
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like you. I wasn't sure. You sent me that one message and I was like, what? And it was, I don't know, Matthias might have talked about me a lot, and then people think that they know me, so you know what I mean? But yeah, it was, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this guy, but.
No, this happens all the time.
I like you a lot better meeting you in person.
No, this happens all the time with me. It's just because I'm willing to go to the ends of the world for my friends. And so I'm just I don't know. If somebody's a friend of my friend, I feel like they're already my friend. And
I understand. Yeah, I can see that. And I think too, people, I get very misunderstood in text and stuff. That's why I hate when obviously when you're dating, talking first without meeting is I guess when you're meeting someone online or whatever, that's kind of normal, you know what I mean? You have conversations and stuff like that, but I hated that part because I'm I can't even make jokes because my joke's not gonna hit if I send it in a text. You're gonna think I'm a psycho, you know?
It's not even what you say, it's how you say it.
Yes, and so I always feel I'm misunderstood a little bit, and then once they meet me in person, it all makes sense, you know? So I had that thought too. I was like, oh, I can't, I gotta, and plus you're friends with Matthias, and I know he's such a great person, and he's been my friend for a long time, a dear friend. So I was like, okay, I know that he's going to be friends with people that are really good people. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of trust in him for sure.
Oh, because that's the thing about Matthias. He doesn't hang out with the rich, the famous. He hangs out with the people with the good hearts.
Yeah. And he's such an adrenaline junkie. So he always wants to go do the net. I've had tons of really fun adventures with him. We've been snowboarding together, where we've been at Tahoe. We've been wake surfing in Sonoma together.
What?
We've surfed out here together.
Oh my gosh.
Me and him need to plan, honestly, me and him need to plan an out of country trip and just go. And whether it be a bro trip or whatever, we need to do that. I think that would be sick, and Matthias would be down.
Wow. Well, he's undoubtedly my best friend too. So we love you, Matthias. And
oh, that's good.
And
where'd you meet him? Out here?
I met him through a wall. Believe it or not.
What do you mean through a wall?
Yeah, he was doing a smoothie. There's paper thin walls over there at Diamond Head, and I was hanging out with my buddy Joe, and he was making a smoothie, and he would talk.
Such a Matthias thing to do, make a smoothie.
They would talk. The neighbors they would talk to each other through the walls, but they would never meet because Courtney would never want to be open to meeting the neighbors, right? And then I'm just fuck it, come over, Matthias, come over, we got to meet you. And then I think he said, you come over here. All right, we're coming. And I made Joe come meet him. And now, honestly, Joe's best friends with him. So it's it's crazy. You never know how you're going to meet your best friends.
Yeah, I know, that's good. Do you want to talk about the whatever drama you were mentioning?
I mean, I think we need to parlay it into right now. Absolutely.
If you watch my video of my podcast party and Matthias was crying about some girl, this is the continuation of that story.
Yeah. Zola, I got a lot to say, not a lot of time to say it. So here it is. Zola, you right now, you're naked bungee jumping off a bridge in New Zealand, living life to the fullest. You're tan, you're beautiful, you're killing it. Oh my gosh. I'm jealous of you and your life. You're stunning, but you have forgotten the people that tolerated you when you were a caterpillar before you were this butterfly. You have forgotten about the people that loved you. Did Matthias make you? I'm not going to say that, but más o menos, straight up, you want to be in Hawaii without Matthias. So, start showing respect to your local people that love you.
Damn, what happened?
Yeah, she 86'd him from a restaurant. He was just trying to have a nice meal. And
wait, what?
Yeah, at the How Tree. and just embarrassed him in front of everybody publicly. And I'm not going to
Ooh.
stand for that.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Somebody who like had her back, you know, from day one. So
That sucks.
yeah.
That's shitty.
Yeah.
He's not really like the stalker type, you know what I mean?
No, he's
Like,
always had your back, right?
yeah. I mean, if it got to a stalker level, I could understand. But wasn't he
No.
like chill with her, like not really talking, but they were like he was still in love with
I'm
her?
sure
or
he's
what?
pursuing her, but yeah, I mean, she doesn't have to freak out. She could just like be nice about it. Not
That sounds like a maturity thing.
seriously.
In
Yeah.
situations like that, like people like that kind of like do you a favor because like they're showing you like who they are. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he doesn't want to waste time with somebody who's not going to see his value anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like not to not have the respect to just let them like leave you alone or leave them alone and do your and you know like go eat or whatever. Like whatever. You don't own every fucking restaurant on
That's
this
for
island.
real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Zola.
Yeah. I'm not really taking sides, even though I love Matthias, but like I kind of am. But I'm curious what her version of the story is, right? Because I always say there's two sides of the story and then there's a truth,
Yeah.
which is always like kind of a mixture of both. But
Hey, but watch her sit there.
unless you're actually fearful someone's gonna hurt you or they're trying to actively stalk you and they've been told multiple times to leave you alone, it doesn't make sense to now get somebody like that's adding drama.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
hey, until she comes on this podcast, the Matthias team is definitely took the dub at this point. So
yeah, Zola, if you'd like to come on and share your side, I'd love to hear it.
yeah.
What else did you want to?
So I got a lot of other people to call out too. Like it's not just you, Zola.
We're just here to call people out today.
Yeah. On a serious note, I am demanding that every member of the DNLR resign immediately. You all are doing a terrible job, and frankly, I'm sick of it. And she's looking at me like, "What are you speaking on?" Hawaii is.
The government here sucks.
Oh well, Hawaii is the extinction capital of the world. In 2023, 7 birds were announced extinct. Right now, we're sitting at 337 species. At that rate, it's like, how many birds are going to be left by the time I'm dead? This is happening through chemtrails, the water supply being poisoned. The government is destroying Hawaii. You look at where I live in West Maui, I can see the island, I believe it's called Kilauea. They've completely destroyed the water table and made it inhabitable. So it's gone on too far. It's gone on too long.
So are you anti-Navy since they're the ones that
they definitely,
contaminated the water here?
I'm going to definitely say, with Black Hill, they've got to be regulated. These people who are the regulators should be in prison. They poisoned everybody. They poisoned us. We didn't know why our stomachs were so sick back then. That's when I was living here in Oahu. And now we do know. And people
were you part of the
suspicious.
class action lawsuit that they did?
No, I didn't sue them. No.
Oh, okay. I was just curious because it was annoying because they also only limited like the people that could jump in on that. And because I moved to Kapalina at one point and never once did they mention that at some point the water was contaminated. And so a lot of the neighbors there still never drink the water, even though it was like, no, it's fine. But they actually had the testing levels on their website and then they stopped posting it for a while. So then they took it down. So it's like, okay, wait, why are you taking it down? Because you're making it seem like it's resolved.
Yeah.
So that was frustrating. And I also couldn't get into the class action lawsuit because of like the timing portions. Like, oh, well, you weren't here while it was contaminated. I'm like, but it's still contaminated. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I know a lady, her boyfriend worked for like one of those water companies where they do like repairs and stuff like that. And they actually tried to hire them to go and fix it, like the leak. They went in there and it was so bad, they refused to take the job.
Jeez.
Yeah. They were like, nope. Because they didn't want their name to be associated to that, right? Because it was so bad, but also they were like, we don't know if we can even repair this in the proper way. like so much damage has been done, and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna be a part of it. I was like, shit, that's bad.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the conspiracy theorists are 38-0, so it's, we're finally gaining momentum. Everybody that called us crazy, now they're kind of just hiding away in the mountains and just kind of quiet. So, we're going to take back Hawaii one step at a time. And, we are calling, I at least am calling for your help, Elon Musk, but at the same time on you now, I'm coming after you with.
Right, because now he wants to blow shit in the air, right? That would land in Hawaii.
Yeah, I mean, that's not necessarily cool as well. Like,
yeah.
And I don't know the extent of that. And I have heard a lot of different things. And I'm stoked on him bringing the astronauts home, and I'm stoked on the Doge getting down all this, fraud detection and 14 magic money computers. But I want to see the full Epstein list. Until then, I'm going to believe that you all are controlled by Israel.
Well, what was interesting is like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, that situation that was televised, and O.J. Simpson and all that, right? Super big deals. But Ghislaine Maxwell was on trial, and none of that was videotaped. It was all drawings.
Yeah,
like that's fucking weird. Like, is that not weird? Like, that to me that seems weird.
It's been it's been a difficult year, honestly, for me, because I was a Trump supporter before any of you guys were on Trump. Way before any of you guys, before he even had won the Republican primary, I was a fan of Trump. But now, if he doesn't release these Epstein files, I am not a fan of anybody. I think they are going to be all controlled by Israel and this blackmail list from their Mossad.
Do you think he's on it?
Yes, he's clearly on it, because Elon said it's way worse than we could have ever imagined, and he's not releasing it. So what does that tell you? Which sucks, because he's doing so much good for everybody right now. But it's like, if he's protecting child rapists, or he is a child rapist, it's like, at that point, I'm out of it, and it sucks, because I've lost a lot of friends defending Trump. If these aren't released, I'm no longer a fan of the whole cabinet.
Yeah, that's something I'm really strong about too, is the whole Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell thing. Like, how could she even live with herself? That's why I make the joke. Like, I'll be like, "Oh, Merry Christmas, guys," except for Ghislaine Maxwell. I'll make the joke like once in a while, like when there's a holiday, fuck her, I hope she dies.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, dude, that's so disgusting. Like, as a woman, like, how could you even like stand by knowing somebody was doing that kind of shit to other women? That could have been you.
Oh,
And it's just, it sucks, because it's like he got the easy way out.
Yeah. Have you heard about Pizzagate?
I might have looked it up a little bit.
Yeah, so pizza is code for sex with kids, and they all talk about it openly in the past, and it's super disturbing. I'm like literally chilled to the bone thinking about the videos I've seen, and it's just runs so deep amongst a bunch of women as well. Like, people think a woman can't do evil stuff, but
right.
a woman is a
Clearly,
person,
yeah,
just as much as a man is. So yeah, Ellen DeGeneres, she was joking about it. It's just like it's crazy.
Oh my god, I want to see.
I
want to see those videos.
I'm worried, and it's good people that do a lot of good stuff too, but they are somehow tangled in this blackmail scheme.
So what do you think about Diddy? I think he's just a fall guy.
So he had his own blackmail ring, I believe. So that Israel was doing it to gain control of the world. He was doing it as well. He saw that, probably copied it. But they were both using what's called Rufalin, which makes these people not know what they're doing, like LeBron James and all them. If they did do all this weird shit, I'm honestly they might not have even known they were doing it.
Right, or on drugs like that, you don't remember the night usually. It causes a blackout.
Yeah, so it's a pretty weird time.
There was a time, a Halloween, I think I must have been 22 or something like that. And it was a Halloween, and we went to Waikiki, and my friends had a hotel. So I was going to go hang out with my friends, and my brother and my best friend, they were going to go hang out together. And we kind of were separating for the night, and then we're going to meet up later. And I remember this distinctively because when I got to the hotel, I opened a beer and I didn't even finish the beer yet. Like, that's how fast this occurred. And then I get a phone call from my best friend that my brother is like super fucked up. And I was like, what? Because he had a way higher tolerance than me.
Yeah.
And I was like, how is that even possible? Like, it hasn't even been like an hour.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yo, that doesn't sound right. And she's like, no, it's weird. And he clearly he got roofied.
Yeah.
But I saw my brother and the fact that he like couldn't walk, and I was like, I'm fucking taking you home, dude. This is so strange.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I was 100% roofied.
That's crazy.
That was scary. But luckily I was close by, and like we ended up being able to meet up where I could just like take him home, you know? Yeah. He didn't want me to take him to the hospital or anything. And I was like, are you sure? Like,
he probably enjoyed it.
One of those times he was like, no, he just felt so sick. And like,
yeah,
he felt so sick. And like, he was like, oh, I just want to like go lay in my bed. And I'm like, all right. And I think the next day he had work. I don't really remember, but he was like, yeah, I don't even fucking remember.
I didn't remember either. Yeah.
No. But he only had one. And then my best friend was like, he only ordered one drink. And she's like, I swear to God, he didn't even finish it. I'm like, I'm not surprised because I opened my beer and you guys, it was only like 30 minutes and I didn't even really finish my beer yet. I mean, we were all just chilling. It was way, way early. So we were like still pre-gaming, you know?
Yeah.
But I was like, there's no way my brother's just fucked up. There's no way.
Yeah.
Because my brother doesn't drink shots like that.
Yeah.
And even if he did, he has a high tolerance. So he would have probably been fine for at least a while, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was scary, dude.
Wow.
Like, dude couldn't even walk.
Wow.
And he's like 6 feet tall. So I was like, we need to get this guy in the car.
Yeah. You can definitely handle a horse tranquilizer, but that, like, probably not. Yeah
no, that's
crazy.
Scary shit. So luckily that's never happened to me, but I've heard some stories of shit happening to people out here.
That's super scary. But Elon, we also want you to investigate the Honolulu rail that runs slower than the bus out here that no one uses.
Did you hear that they're going to release all the funding for that? They claim.
What do you mean?
They I think it was the governor or the mayor. He like posted a video saying that they're gonna go ahead and like release like how they budgeted for that, and I was like, so you're gonna release how dumb you guys are? Because like you could have hired a Japanese company to like come in and do it for like not even half the price.
Yeah, it's just been
so I don't know, but apparently recently they posted something like that, and I was like, what?
Oh my gosh!
I mean, I don't think it's happened yet.
Yeah.
So.
But $10 trillion, nobody uses it. You know, it's just been a complete eyesore. I've paid my own tax dollars into it for 10 years personally. So I feel like I'm committed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'd even filed my taxes for the last 2 years in protest. But then they finally quit acting up and gave me like a little bit of money that I was asking for. So, so don't, persistence is key in whatever you do in life.
What I feel the worst or the bad about is the businesses that they kind of forced to shut down because they were going to make the rail, like in that path or whatever. That pisses me off.
Craziness.
Yeah. It's like, oh, hey, we'll give you like some money to like just like deal with it. But it's like, that's people's livelihoods. Like sometimes that's not what they wanted to do. Like the whole point was they inherited this business, or maybe they worked for this business and they wanted it to like at least for them to have the option to sell it when they're ready, you know what I mean? But to be forced and being like, oh, here's a lump sum, like deal with it, that sucks.
The DNLR is just destroying the landscape as quickly as they possibly can at our expense.
Yeah.
Uninhibitedly.
This water thing too, like it's gonna get so much worse down the road. Like that shit seeping into the soil for years and years and years. Like you can't go and like get a mop and clean it up. People don't understand. Like it's going to seep into the earth for years and years and years to come. And unfortunately, how many generations later are going to be like really badly affected by that?
And my understanding is that with the water system, like it's predominantly here at Red Hill, but then once it gets down, they all funnel into each other's systems. So no matter where you are, if you are on the South Shore, you are drinking that jet fuel to some degree. I mean, that's my understanding from what I've studied about the water, the way the water works here.
Yeah. Even, the water that they claim is like, oh, it's not contaminated anymore. It has trace amounts. I mean, and there was this guy that I talked to that lived in Kapalina, and he said, I owned a boat, and he got like not even a cup of fuel like stuck in one of their water systems, and he said even to this day you can taste it.
Ugh.
In there. And he said, so there, you can't tell me there's all these thousands of gallons that seeped into the water system and now it's just clean. He's like, that's not how it works. Yeah.
My stomach's just turning. No, for a while there, I had morning sickness and I didn't know what it was from.
Where were you living?
I was living at the top of the mountain next to Tantalus there. But it was still, the water still flows and connects, and I was getting sick from the water because I feel great living in Maui now. I feel so happy every day. And my water is the best on earth out there. So
yeah, even my dog drinks, like, try to purify it and like give him purified water. He doesn't. He'll actually go up to like the bowls in the dog park that have like whatever tap water they put in there, and he won't drink it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Yeah, like that's so obvious, you know? Like he has to know.
Wow.
Yeah, and he'll just wait till we get home, and then I have this big thing of water for him that's purified, and he'll drink it, and he's fine.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Everybody's got this misconceptions that animals are stupider than us. They're actually way smarter than us in some ways, like being able to detect a earthquake or a tsunami. Like that dog's going to save your life one day if that was to ever happen. Like,
well, isn't that like, actually I was talking to my mom about this because during the OJ Simpson thing, like didn't the dog with blood on him like run and find the neighbor? Whoa. And that's how like the scene
wow
yeah was even discovered. Wow. Was because the neighbors saw the dog.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's insane.
And they were like, what the heck, this dog has like blood on him, and then they followed the dog to the house where like
wow.
Yeah,
I love animals so much. They can be so loyal and just have qualities beyond human qualities.
Yeah. So you're kind of like on the fence with Elon?
Yeah, I don't like how he promotes, the Dogecoin at its height. He suckered me into that one.
Oh, really?
I lost maybe 20K on that one, right?
Ooh.
But I love how he's getting the fraud out, but
yeah.
I still got to see. I mean, he could be the Antichrist. Like, if these Teslas are causing radiation cancer to everybody who has one, like, who knows? Like, I don't want to discredit him or anything. He's certainly smarter than me, but I'm definitely trying to get smarter every day, and I'm praying for that. And it's led me to my diet now, and I'm trying to eat everything from a farm, like farm eggs. Like I'm done with the Costco eggs that come out like watery. I'm trying to get, what I eat is ground beef mixed with organs from a local farm, and I'm going to be hunting deer here soon because it's 24 times as nutrient dense as the cow in Hawaii. They did a study on.
Ooh, really?
Uh-huh.
That's cool. That would be fun to do like a hunting trip.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's people act like it's a mean thing. It's kind of a weird thing to embody the Grim Reaper and to harvest an animal's life. Like it says in the Bible, that's what they're there for. So I do not feel bad when I'm doing that, and I do say a prayer. Like I do use every bit of the animal, and I have done it in the past. And there are too many deer where if they continue to populate at this rate, they'll all starve to death. And that is the worst death that anybody could have. Right?
Yeah. So you're kind of doing them a favor, keeping 100%. The population. Yeah. My grandma was really interesting. She was like a hunter. She was like into guns. My mom always kind of like talked about her like she was like, I mean, she was a little crazy, like for sure. But I always thought she was really fascinating. She's always had these like crazy stories about like hunting, and I'm just like, she's such a tomboy, like grandma, Wow. I think she was married like 10 times too. Yeah. So
that's so incredible.
I made a joke about that in one of my stand-ups. I was like talking about like my divorce, and I was like, my grandma would like think I'm lame right now. Like, oh, just one marriage. Like, you know what I mean? Like lame, fucking loser.
Like, fifth one for her.
Yeah. She's like, on to the next, let's go. But yeah, she was an interesting person. I'm probably more like her than my mom's just very like introverted, and like, I'm more like outdoorsy and like.
Yeah. Oh, I can't
like
stand those NPCs. Like, if you're not living your life, like it's hard to be around you, frankly. Like,
Yeah, like I understand it to an extent, but a good balance of life. Like, don't just waste your life away at the computer screen, or
Yeah.
like there's so much out there.
Yeah.
Even like traveling. Have you
Yeah.
traveled anywhere cool?
So, I've had this weird flight anxiety for a few years, but I just got into Xanax, so I'm going to be going
I
here
was
to.
literally gonna say that's what Xanax is for.
I'm going to Oregon and Australia this year, and I couldn't be any more excited.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. What are you gonna do in Australia?
I'm going to let it come to me.
Okay. I have a friend out there. He just went out there from here and he's loving it.
Wow.
He's fucking loving it. He wanted to go out there and like do music and go to a new place. And I'm like, dude, you're young enough. You need to go.
Yeah.
So he was stoked about it. Yeah, I think you'll like it. I haven't gone. Australia's on my list for sure. Japan. There's a lot of places I still gotta go. Bali's one of them. Philippines probably.
Oh yeah.
You said you're Irish, right?
Yeah.
I have a friend that's actually in Ireland right now.
Wow.
And she spent like St. Patrick's Day. I'm like, dude, I have FOMO. Weirdly, like I have FOMO. Like, not like I'm gonna fly there, but
Yeah.
but yeah, I gotta travel more this year.
Right
It's gonna
on.
be a goal.
And I like back to that, like you didn't think that you were gonna like me thing. Like I thought you were setting me up for having me go like on the podcast at 9 a.m. right after St. Patrick's Day when Irish people are like alcoholics. Like,
You thought it was a
it's
setup?
like, yeah. Like, and sometimes like Caleb Presley, like the
That's
whole
funny.
podcast is you're just trying to like set up your like person to make him look stupid or say something retarded on the podcast.
Oh no, I don't set people up. Yeah, actually, a lot of the times it's pretty formatted, so like we kind of know what we're gonna discuss. We kind of had like a couple things, and then like we didn't go too in detail about it, but I was like, I'm sure we'll like figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, do you have any like social media goals and stuff for this year?
Ooh,
Since you've kind of since you're kind of like getting into that and like with the comedy.
I'm going to make one right now to collaborate with 10 artists.
Oh, okay.
That are actually passionate about what they do.
Perfect. Yeah, that'd be good. Like just here in Hawaii or just anywhere?
Anywhere. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got it from you. So thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're my first one, so really I got 9 left. So
9 left, yeah.
Schedule's wide open.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys want him on more podcasts. Oh, what I found too is there's a lot of podcasters on Threads that are looking for people to come on their podcasts. Okay. So that could be I know it's always kind of when you want to be a part of another social media thing, and I get that. But you could always use it just to like reach out to people that have podcasts that are looking for guests, because a lot of them do it virtually. All you really need is like, a decent computer, Google Chrome, and like a mic. And mics aren't very expensive. You could get a pretty decent one for like a couple $100. That's like sufficient enough. It probably lasts you a few years too.
Uh-huh.
But getting on other people's podcasts, talking about whatever. I think there's a little bit of a pull, like when you're from Hawaii or when you live in Hawaii, right? Because a lot of people, like I was on a podcast of a girl in New York, and she was like, I don't know what the fuck is out there. Like, I was like, no, we plug in our internet to a palm tree, and then, you set up the antenna with the coconut, and she's like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm not that dumb. But
they think we live in a shack on the beach.
They think we live in a shack on the beach, and fish all our food and shit. Yeah, which you could. I mean, you could do that. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, like I think the pool of being from Hawaii is interesting for a lot of people. So just from that, like they'd probably like want you to come on, or if there's like a specific thing, if it's like Elon or something, that they'll be like, oh yeah, you should come on. Sometimes like I notice like people will post these little blurbs, and if you agree with them, then like that's kind of how you'll like build rapport with them.
Okay.
But yeah, that's one way you could do it.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah,
definitely.
You could try that. I'm trying to think of more. What time is it, by the way?
So it's 9:55 now.
Oh, okay. So we have a little bit left.
Canada, you're going to be the 51st state of America. You got to decide right now if you want to be part of Russia or us. Let me tell you, like, you don't want to be part of Russia.
Yeah, probably not.
It's your choice. But
have you been to Canada?
Yes, I have. I've been to the top of Canada, where there's
Interesting.
polar bears.
Oh, wow. I've never been to Canada. I've been to Detroit, Michigan, and my hotel, you could see Canada from like my hotel.
Wow.
That was so strange. I was like, I kind of want to just go over there. I'm sure I had like a few Canadian internet girlfriends back in the day, but I've never, I've never been. But I gotta go.
Yeah, no, it's super beautiful. I mean, it's the wilderness. It feels like the whole place is a state park, and the fish. Oh my gosh, I caught like a 3.5 foot long northern pike right off the dock when I was young. So it is surreal. The meese or whatever, like.
Do you like to fish?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Have you fished out here?
Yeah, it's on my bucket list to land a marlin.
Ooh, shit, that'd be sick.
I wasn't strong enough to get it in when I finally had one.
Damn, but you caught one.
No, I didn't. Like, it was on the hook, but no, I did not catch it.
That's crazy.
It's life or death to the fish. So you feel its adrenaline through the line.
I bet.
Yeah. And I was in this chair,
man,
like I'm giving birth, right? Like if the pole like gets out, you're getting dragged through the seat. Yeah, no, I was breathing like I was giving birth too. Like the guys are on the side, like
it's a girl, Marlin.
Like really.
Damn, no, that'd be cool. I'd be so down. We should all do that. You mean Matthias? Because don't they have like boats where they'll take you out like super far and you can like fish for stuff?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Or we can just take a boat. But those guys, like, they know where to go and like they're like well versed, So like it's like majority you're probably gonna catch something. That's why I kind of like trust those guys,
I could definitely seasick too. Though,
shit, Ginger, you need Ginger and shit.
Yeah.
Or stop being a bitch, Either way. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I went shark diving with a couple of my friends, and my friend Justin got seasick, and I played the Sarah McLachlan song and was zooming in on him, made a video, and I was like, in the arms of an angel, and he's like over the side. It was so great. I was like, dude, this is the best story of like this year, and he's like, leave me alone. It was funny. It was great. Love you, Justin.
I don't like to leave people out, so like if one person starts gagging, I'm gagging. Yeah.
We're doing this as a team. That's funny. Well, any last words for any content creators or anyone that wants to live their dreams doing social media or getting out of the rat race?
I just want to say thank you to you really for having me on today. I just got so much love to give to everybody. Keep trying, keep giving it your all. Persistence is key in whatever you do in life. But thank you so much, Lucy.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad I like you. Thank you guys so much for watching Lucy's Paradise podcast. Please like and subscribe and follow Anderson, and let's blow up his numbers on Instagram. Aloha.
Action.aj. Shoot.